Bell rolls is the reporter thrown into the secretive world of the Forex Super Model, where nothing is as it seems. Beware the techno monk, and steer clear of Professor Code and his two assistants. Give the senior trader a wide berth, and don't expect any sense from the risk manager.
Good morning, I'm Professor Code and this is the Forex Super Model daily briefing for Monday the 24th of the 5th, 2021. The time has just gone 0445 GMT, Asian session coming to a close, European session firing up, our lunchtime North American session. Right, Friday the 21st, last full trading day, we had a positive opposed driver in the dollar at plus 105, front and back door flows, mainly coming out of the euro at minus 76, out of the pound at minus 61, and the yen was the positive rock at plus 32, activity plus or minus 137. Weekly then, just to remind you, we had a negative unopposed driver in the dollar at plus 1, so that should be minus 121, they are, and no backdoor flows, the opposing positive flows going into the yen at plus 51, into the pound at plus 48, and the euro was the positive rock at plus 22, activity plus or minus 121, low activity last week. So basically we had a soft dollar, a stronger yen, strong pound, and a slightly positive euro. Intraday then, this is from the Asian session from about 15 minutes ago, we've got a positive opposed driver in the yen at plus 37, front and back door flows mainly coming out the pound at minus 36, out the euro at minus 11, and the dollar is the positive rock at plus 10, activity plus or minus 47. Right, what's going to knock it about? Right, well we've just had New Zealand retail sales which are mildly positive. We've got two times speeches. We've got the Bank of Japan speech and the Fed Brainard speech from the which is tier 2. Otherwise it's quite a light day today, so beware of that. Tuesday tomorrow then, the 25th, German tier 2 GDP, light again really Tuesday, and Wednesday we've got New Zealand rates decisions. So and the other interesting point is China will not tolerate commodity price violations, which is code for they don't like rising commodity prices. It upsets them. Well, hard luck basically. You're sucking them in, suck up the prices. So anyway, let's go from there. So right, let's look at the flows and the asset classes. Our trades are doing fairly well, starting to move up a bit, plus 5,550, something like that, nearly 5,600. Not quite back at the peak that we have been of over 6,000, but getting there. Right, so euro is strong, except at the dollar, the yen, and the Swiss. The yen is strong across the board. The pound is soft apart from CAD, AUD, NZD. The Swiss is strong except against the dollar. The CAD is weak except against the AUD and the NZD. The AUD is weak across the board. The NZD is weak except against the AUD and the dollar, and the dollar is strong except against the yen and the NZD. Right, so what have we got? We've got yen strength across the board, AUD weakness, and look at the pound. You've got CAD, AUD, NZD. So it's a commodity. It's a risk-off sort of morning scenario. The flows are pretty risk-off, and even a little bit of dollar strength, which is back to the old days of risk-off, slight dollar strength. Right, so let's have a look at the asset classes. dollar index normally start with. Right, so so US dollar index, what have we got? Basically it broke and it's come back. It's just above that floor double bottom there. So and it's operating what, about 90.04. So it's basically 90, the dollar index at the moment. Right. So gold. So gold's getting a bit of a boost from this weaker dollar, and gold's up from 0.29 from the high. Oil's coming up as we thought it might. Not great, but 0.33 from the high, so it's sort of working on it. Wall Street broke, and it's coming back up. It's 0.2 from the high. So equities are thinking about it. S&P double top. Let's get rid of that. It broke, and it's where are we? 0.17 from the high, and the tech took its time to break, and it's 0.33 from the high. US 10-year, which is the bonds and the bund. So basically you've got this look really, it's 0.42 from the floor. So this is the price. So prices has bounced, so yields have come off, and the bund is now operating at this support, having broken down with higher yields. So still European yields outgunning US yields by a significant amount. So you've got this euro dollar strength, potential strength there. Right, so what else we got? We got copper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember those 5 bounces? Came back to the second pump, came back to base camp, messed about, and it's now, well, it's operating at 0.5 from the high or the low after the Chinese having a drip. So what else have we got? US steel. Double top, sold off, broke, and it's now come off, and it's about 0.45 from the high. Right, so what we're seeing then is a sort of a pause in commodities. We're seeing a bit of risk off. We're seeing gold coming back, oil thinking about coming back, and we're seeing equities thinking about trying to get back up to the highs. So let's just polish this off then. So we're short, what is it, dollar USD against the euro, the pound, the AUD, and we're short the NZD against the euro, the pound, the CAD, and the AUD. Right. Now you've got the NZD rates decision coming up on Wednesday, and you've had mildly positive retail sales, but it's pretty cooked, the NZD. So and I say we're about 5,600 points profit at the moment. So we're sort of creeping up again. Right, so basically it looks like it's fairly risk off today. Crypto's had another beating, but things can change. This is early Asian session. So we're going to be running into this New Zealand rates decision. It's likely, and China's starting to make noises about it doesn't like high commodity prices, which is a sure sign that commodity prices are going to go higher. So look out for a good bounce in all the good strong commodity prices, just to send them into a little bit more of a frenzy. So we're going to stick with our positions. We've got some speeches coming out. It's a light day today, so some of the moves are going to be quite weird, and so if you're short-term day trading, watch out for that. Anyway, hope that was useful, and see you again tomorrow for the daily briefing. Thank you very much.